What's going on YouTube? My name is Caleb and you're watching Film Culture with me. So, let's talk about the Jean-Claude Van Damme 1990 action film Lionheart and why Lionheart is absolutely an amazing film. So, before we get into the meat of the topic, a few things we should run down. First of all, spoilers are obviously ahead. This movie is 36 years old, but if you haven't seen it yet, this is your opportunity to stop the video and go watch it. It's on Tubi for free right now. Lionheart, exactly spelled how it sounds. Alright, second question we always like to ask, is the movie worth watching? Absolutely, especially when it's free on Tubi. It's not a long movie, but it is a great movie, and you're going to enjoy it, I think. So, let's dig in. Lionheart follows Leon Gunter, who is a French Foreign Legion. He joined the French Foreign Legion. He's a soldier of the French Foreign Legion. And the movie opens with his brother in a drug deal that's gone bust. And the other drug dealer pours gasoline on him and lights him on fire, which causes him to go into critical condition and have severe burns. His wife writes Leon to tell him to come to Los Angeles because his brother is dying. She doesn't know how long he's going to live. 2 weeks later, the note finally arrives, and he goes to his superiors, and they say, basically, you can't go. So he doesn't like that. He escapes and jumps across a boat and then is able to get into America. In New York, he needs money, because he left everything that in the French foreign, wherever he was, North Africa or wherever he was at the time. So he goes and finds a street fight like that's going on right now and runs into our side character Harrison Page, who does a marvelous job. I have not seen Harrison Page in any other films, not yet, but he was really, really good in this film. Most action films, there has to be a really great side character. In Bloodsport, it was the American biker. In this film, it's Harrison Page, and he does a charming job, and I absolutely loved him in this movie. He goes up there to fight, and someone volunteers to fight him, and he absolutely crushes them and makes a little bit of money for himself. He has to get to Los Angeles, though, so this is not enough money for him to get to Los Angeles. So Harrison Page and him kind of building this tension, so they go out and eat together, and he's basically like saying, Harrison's like, bro, like, I don't remember his name in the movie, I'm sorry. His character's like, bro, like, I know someone who could get you a lot more money if you just want to go fight. And he's like, yeah. So they go and meet this girl. I don't remember the girl's name because she's kind of like the weakest character in this film, and I don't really care for her. But she's willing to sit up and fight, and he could win up to like $5,000 or something. That was what he was. So he fights and wins and makes a little bit of money and is able to then go to Los Angeles, and Harrison Page is following his along, and not only as his like manager for his fights, but also not as a rat, but also he gives information to the girl sometimes, but also he's building up his friendship with Leon. They get to Los Angeles, and he goes straight to the hospital, and it turns out Leon's brother died 2 weeks prior by the burns, and because of this, his sister-in-law is very bitter with him that he didn't show up on time and that he basically abandoned them, she feels like. So the whole movie, he's trying to basically just earn back their trust and wants to help them and is trying to help them, and they just, really, she's shutting him out. And so he knows about all the medical bills that was caused by the severe accident, or not accident, the severe attack. And so he starts fighting again, even though in the beginning of the movie, he kind of only wants to do 1 or 2 fights and then he's done. But he wants to pay off her medical bills. And so he continues to fight, and he wins, and he wins, and he wins, and he's making more money, and he's getting the streets. But also, he's getting more enemies because people don't want him to win. People are betting against him and losing a lot of money. And he's becoming really popular in the underground street fighting thing because he doesn't really give a crap. He doesn't take rules. He doesn't shove off, basically, is what he's saying to people. That's where he kind of gets his name, the Lionheart. He was called Leon the Lion, but then the girl switched his name to Lionheart, which, by the way, is a really awesome name for a martial artist. The Lionheart, let's go. I believe this movie also has this really, really die-hard line The movie gives us the line, when the streets are the jungle, there can only be one king, which is an absolutely hard line for the character Lionheart. Um, so yeah, he continues to fight and continues to make money and continues to help support his sister-in-law through slightly different ways because she doesn't want his help. He has to set up like kind of like codes and safeguards. And uses Harrison's character to give her the checks as like a fake assurance policy. So the intentions of the movie he's doing is good intentions, although street fights are probably illegal at this point. But still, really, really interesting plot and really deep. And while this is happening, he's still like trying to develop his relationship with them while trying to dodge the French Foreign Legion officers who are following him. He runs into them 1 or 2 times and escapes the counter barely. Also, as this is happening, he's rejecting the seductions of the main lady. In 2 scenes, he is rejecting her and just saying, like, I'm here to fight, I'm not here to be with you. Closer at the end of the movie, he kind of switches up that tune. He's like, I want to take her with me, when he wins the final fight to, leave Los Angeles with his sister-in-law and her baby girl. But Harrison Page's character is like, bro, she doesn't want to go with you. What are you talking about? She's just using you. So it was kind of a wake up. And so, end of the movie is the French Foreign Legion team up with the lady, and they want to see Leon get beat by this killer they sent in. He's massive. He lets people hit him several times, and then he just comes back and he just bams them, like wham, so he's like the main bad guy. In street fights, he is known for just brutalizing his people, but Leon isn't shown this. So Leon goes into this fight, and it's like, okay, it's just their champion versus me. I can win. And so they start fighting, and he starts punching, he starts kicking. And, of course, the main bad guy is letting him do that so he can, at the end, just crush him. I don't know why the main bad guy lets someone do blunt force trauma to them, but he does. And then the fight drastically switches, because Leon is outclassed by this bigger opponent who's stronger, and so he's throwing Leon around and just bullying this man. Then with the power of friendship and will, and the fact that he was betted on 15-1, I believe is what they said in the movie, that he was going to be making a massive cash grab, Leon gets back up and absolutely smashes that guy with a kick. And he goes down, and he keeps hitting him, and keeps hitting him, and keeps kicking him, and keeps kicking him, and keeps kicking him, until the guy is finally down. And then he has him like this, and he's thinking about killing him, but he stops himself, even though they're both bloody, and he realizes that he doesn't want to kill the guy, or finish him off, or however they justify it in the movie. So he wins, and makes a ton of money, and everyone's cheering, because everyone voted against him, but it was so, motivational, that, everyone starts clapping. Everyone is excited. And so everyone's like, yes, let's go, bravo, bravo. It's a great, the ending fight is great. It's 4 minutes long. Again, 90s movies, say what you want about them, they knew how to do fights. I'm going to be talking about Legend of the Fist in a couple of days. And Legend of the Fist, the Jet Li movie, is absolutely amazing too. And again, the fights in those movies are absolutely insane. Anyway, I got on a side tangent. So he ends up winning, gets the money, and he's able to take Harrison Page's character and his sister-in-law and her child, and he's able to leave Los Angeles, and they go to a better city. I think that's where the movie basically ends. It's hard to remember the ending of the movie because the last fight was so good, but I'm pretty sure that's how it ends. And that's the ending of the movie. And it was really, really, really fun to watch. It's more of an entertaining movie than a dig deep plot movie, but I would say this, that Leon's character is a good guy. For the most part, he's trying to help his sister-in-law and little girl, and so he's very, very rootable for in this film. You want him to win, you want him to beat everybody in the fighting tournament, and then when it looks like he's going to lose at the end, obviously, he's not going to lose because he's the main character, but you're also telling him to get up, come on, keep fighting. So awesome. It's a really, really good movie. That was the plot summary and kind of my review of the characters, but I'll just talk a little bit more about the characters. So Leon is a great guy, good character, rooting for him the whole way, well written for action films. Harrison Page's character, absolute gem, loved him, amazing. He was probably the star of the movie, really enjoyed his character. Lady, I forgot her name, I didn't care for her, she was fine, but like, all 90s action films have to have that one lady. So she's fine. His sister-in-law is really, really awesome, and so is the cute girl that she has. They're really, really good. He buys the girl a bike and tries to be a better figure and to be with it in their lives more because he feels guilty for not being there for when their dad died and her husband died. So it was really, really good to see this movie kind of bring in really good elements. Also, just quickly about the fights. The fights in these movies are really great. It's totally fake. It's the Rocky punches where they punch and you can tell they miss, but it makes that noise, that noise. So, like, it's a really, really fun to watch, though, and I still really enjoyed this movie. Even though the fights do look a little bit fake, they are absolutely amazing on screen, and I enjoy a lot of the fights in this movie. And again, a lot of, like, everything, the chases, this movie is really well-rounded for a 90s action film. But actually, this film is really, really, really good, and I would recommend you watching this. So, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I gave this movie a 3.5. I give most action films 3.5s because obviously my bias, they are better movies than a lot of other movie categories, in my opinion. I can just go along with an action film, I can turn my brain off, and I can just watch really good fights, really good, strong guys who are great influences, and they just punch people, and it's amazing. I love those kind of films. So I'm really, really happy with this film. It fulfilled that need for a fighting movie / action film, and I really enjoyed it. So anyway, that's my review on Lionheart. I would go watch it. You're not me, though, so let me know if any of you have seen it or if you're going to watch it, and also what other movies you want me to review in the comments. Again, I will review a lot of movies in the comments. I've seen over 1,632 films right now. I'm currently watching almost 2 a day. So every single day I'm watching brand new movies, and I'm writing reviews on Letterboxd, and I'm thinking of video ideas. This one just popped into my brain. So anyway, this has been your host, Caleb. You've been watching Film Culture with me, and I appreciate you guys later. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.